Hi everyone. So my name is H. Srinivas, Associate Professor, Department of Freshman Engineering, St. Martin's Engineering College. So today I will discuss about the control statements. Okay. So before going to control statements, first of all, what is a statement? So statement is the building block of the C programming. So every statement is having its own specific task. Okay. So statements are classified into mainly the statements are classified into two types. So the statements are classified into two types. So sequential statements, and second one is control statements. Control statements. First, we will discuss about the sequential statements. So the name itself, we can conclude that. So all the statements are executed sequential. All the statements are executed in the sequential manner. Okay. Suppose we are having a program. So 10 lines of program is there. So the first statement is executed. The second statement is executed. The third statement is executed. Going on up to 10th statement. So next 10th statement is executed. So before going to this one, so it is taking a lot of time, so waste of memory is also there from the sequential statement. So now whatever, if the statements are required or not, also every statement is executed. So but it is the, so from the sequential statement, the memory is wasted, time is also wasted, even though that statements are required or not, also we are executed continuously. Suppose in this sequential statement, repetition is also not possible. So to overcome this sequential statements, we will go for the control statements. So control statements, from the control statements, we can jump from one statement to the other statement. So one statement to the another statement. So whatever the statements we required, we will execute that particular statements. Now the control statements are classified into four types. The control statements are classified into four types. So decision making statements. So decision making statements. Next, selection statement. Third one, loop statement. Loop or iterative statement. Fourth one is jumping statement. So these are the four types of the statements in the control statement. These are the classification of the control statement. So now one by one we will discuss. So now first we will discuss about the decision making statements. So now here, first one is decision. So the example for the decision making statements are four types. So simple if statement. Second one is the if else statement. So if else statement. Third one is else if ladder. Fourth one is a nested if else. Nested if else. So these are the four types of the decision making statements. So now first we will discuss about the if statement. So simple if means only one condition is there, then we will go for the if statement. So in if statement, this is the most powerful decision making statement. Okay. So now only one statement is there, then we will go for the simple if statement. So in this, so the syntax for this one is, the syntax for simple if is, so if condition, so then go for this statements. So then statement X, statement X. If the condition is true, so the statement blocks are executed within the body of the statement blocks are executed. If the condition is false, so this loop is coming out of the loop and statement X block will be executed. The flow chart for this one is, so the condition, so if, so condition check, condition, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, so true block statements are executed, true block statements are executed, so true block statements are executed. And if the condition is false, if the condition is false, so then directly go to the statement X, then directly go to the statement X. If the condition is true, so true block statements are executed. If the condition is false, so then directly coming the coming out of the loop and the statement block statements are executed. So now we will explain this simple if with one program. So write a C program. So write a program whether the given number is positive or not. So we know the logic. So if when we say that the given number is positive, it is greater than 0, then we can say that the given number is positive. Okay, na? So right. So before going to write the program, we must know the logic. Then only we can apply the logic in the program. So hash include stdio.h. So this is the header file. So now std, so standard input output header file. So in this standard input header file, so we are having the predefined functions, so printf and scanf are available in this. Okay, na? So int main, so int n. So now every program is starting with the main function. So after that we are declaring the one variable, that is n. So no doubt. So if we are declaring this number as integer means, so already, so the memory is allocated in the computer for the 2 bytes of memory is allocated for this number. Okay. So now printf enter a number. Next scanf %d ampersand n. Okay, na? So now check the condition. If n is greater than 0, we know that. So if n is greater than 0, it is a positive number. If n is greater than 0, so printf the given number is positive. The given number is positive number. Else printf the given number is not a positive number. Number is not a positive number. Not a positive. Okay. Next return 0. Then close. So now this is the program. Okay. First, this is the header file. So in this header file, the printf and scanf statements are functions are available in this. That's what we are including this header file. The stdio.h. So int main, every program is starting with main function. So int one variable is declared here. So int n. So while declaring here, so automatically the memory is allocated in the computer. So printf enter a number. So this is the reading value. So scanf percentage ampersand. So percentage is the format specifier for the integer. If n is greater than 0, so we know that. So the given number is a positive number. Otherwise, the given number is negative number. So then we will go for the second one. If else statement. So second one is if else statement. So this is used for exactly two conditions. Then we will go for the if else statement. Okay. So what is the syntax for this one? So syntax is very, very important in the statements. Okay. So if condition if condition, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, so true block statements are executed, true block statements are executed, true block statements are executed, else, okay, false block. So false block statements are executed, false block statements are executed. So this is the syntax for the if else statement. So here we are having two cases. So one is the if the condition is true, so this body of the statements are executed. If the condition is false, so else block statements are false block statements are executed. Okay, so now draw the flow chart for this one. So flow chart. So if the condition is true, so this is if the condition is true, true block statements are executed. So true block statements are executed. If the condition is false, false block statements are executed. False block So false block statements are executed. So after this, again statement X, then yeah, this one is statement X. So after this, so statement X. So this is the flow chart for the if else. This is the flow chart for the if else. So now I will explain. With one example. So write a C program. Write a program. Whether the given number is even or odd. Whether the given number is even or odd. Okay. So before going to write the program, so what is the logic involved in this? What is even number? So any number is divisible, exactly divisible by 2, then we can say that the given number is even. So any number is divisible by 2, the remainder is 1, then we can say that the given number is odd. Okay. So now, so write the program same. So hash include stdio.h. So this is a header file. So printf, scanf functions are available in this header file. Okay. Int main. So already we say that. So every function is starting with main function. So int n. So declaration of a variable. So printf enter a number. Scanf. So now %d. So this is the format specifier for the integer. Scanf ampersand n. The format specifier for integer is %d. The format specifier for floating value is %f. The format specifier for character is %c. The format specifier for string is %s. Okay, so here the number n is a integer. That's what scanf %d ampersand n. So now here the condition. So if n percentile 2 double equal to 0, so then we can say that the given number is even number. So printf, if this condition is true, so printf the given number is even number. Else printf the given number is odd. So return 0. So bracket close. Return 0. So close. So now, so for example, you take one number, suppose 20. So 20 is exactly divisible by 2. So 2 tens are 20. So the remainder is 0. So yes, this is the condition. if n percentile 2 equal to 0, so the given number is even, no doubt. So 20 is even number. For example, if you take 25, so divisible by 2, so 2 ones are 2, 5, 2 twos are 4, so the remainder is 1. So other than 0, the remainder is other than 0, then we can say that the given number is odd number. So now, yes. Then we will go for the third one, else if ladder. Else if ladder. If the conditions are more than 2, then we will go for the else if ladder. Okay. So now, what is the syntax for this one? So syntax for this one. So if condition, if the condition is true, yes, true block statements are executed. True block statements. If the condition is false, so else if condition, so next block 2 statements. So block 2 statements. Next else if condition, then block 3 statements are executed. Block 3 statements till the condition true. So this process is going on till the condition true, the process is going on. Okay, so this is the syntax for the else if ladder. So now I will draw the flow chart. Clean. So now flow chart for the so now if the condition is true, so statement block 1 is executed. Statement block 1 are executed. If the condition is false, again check the condition. So now this is the condition 1. Next condition 2. Again, if the condition is true, yes, statement block 2. So statement block 2. If the condition is false, again check the condition. So that is the condition 3. So here, so this is true, this is false. So till the condition is true. So here statement block 3. So after that, so all these statements are connected to 1. So that is this one. So after that, statement X. Now, yeah. So this one, statement X. This is the flow chart for the else if ladder. Okay. So now I will explain this else if ladder with one example. Okay. So write a C program. For the percentage of student marks. For the percentage of student marks. So already we know that. So before going to write the program, so first of all decide the grades. Okay, if the marks are greater than or equal to 70, so we can say that distinction. If the marks are greater than or equal to 60 and less than 70, first class, then greater than or equal to 50 and less than 60, second class, greater than or equal to 50, sorry, greater than or equal to 60, and less than 40, third class, else less than 40 he is failed. So these are the grades. So we follow to write the program. So greater than 70 distinction, in between 60 to 70 first class, okay, 50 to 60 second class, 40 to 50 third class, less than 40 he is failed. So using these grades, we can write the program. So now hash include stdio.h. So this is the header file, already we know that. So we are using the printf scanf functions, that's why we are using this header file. Okay, so now int main, so every program is starting with the main function, then int. So here we are taking the 6 subject marks, okay. So now int s1, s2, s3, s4, s5, s6 are the 6 subject marks, and total. So this is the integer value, and floating value, float average. Okay na. So now, so how we can get the total marks? So adding of all the subject, then we can get the total marks. How we can get the average? So total marks by total number of subjects, then we can get the average. So average may be a floating value or integer value. That's what so I am deciding as average value as a floating value. So now printf. So otherwise yeah. So total is equal to, so before going to print the value, so first of all find the total. So total is equal to s1 plus s2 plus s3 s4 s5 plus s6. So this is the total marks of all the 6 subjects. So then average, so average is equal to total by 6. So here we are having the 6 subject, that's what. So sum of all the marks by total subject, then we will get the this one. Okay. So now printf enter 6 subject marks. So scanf, so percentage d, so percentage d 1 2 3 4, percentage d 5, yeah, ampersand s1 comma ampersand s2 comma ampersand s3 comma ampersand s4 and ampersand s5 and ampersand s6. So these are the 6 subjects. Okay, then if the first condition, if average is greater than or equal to 70, if the average is greater than or equal to 70, then we can say that, or printf. So printf distinction, distinction. Else if average is greater than 70 and, so greater than 60 and less than 70, so less than 70, so then we can say that, so printf first class. Else if average is greater than 60 and less than 50, so second class. So printf second class. Else if average is greater than 50 and less than 40. So printf third class, else fail. So else printf fail. So return 0. So this is the program regarding else if ladder. Okay, so the percentage of marks of each student. Okay. So now I will go for the PPT. So this one. So same thing I explained. So control statements. So in the control statements, we are used to change the flow of the program. So change the flow of the program. So in case of sequential program, every statement is continuously executed, whether it is used or not. Also, we are executing every statement. But in case of control statement, we can skip some statements we are not required. So here same thing he explained here. So control statements are used to change the flow of program execution by using this control statement. So already, so decision making control statements, selection control statements, and loop control statements, and jump or uncontrolled statements. So now this one. So if statement, if for repetitive purpose, so repetitive purpose we are using the loop statements. Repetitive purpose we are using the loop control. So now, yeah, this one. Already we explained this one. So yes, this one also over. This one also over. Yeah, switch statement. So switch statement is also another way of else if ladder. Okay, now so now we are checking the each statement. So now each statement. So out of these all the statements, so which one is true? Then we will execute that particular statement. Then we execute which particular statement. Okay. So now the syntax for this one is, so switch expression. So case 1, the statements are executed. So if this expression is matched with this one, so these block statements are executed. Otherwise not matched, then go for the second statement. If the switch expression is matched with the second statement, the second statements will be executed. So like after a break. Okay. Yeah, write one program for this one. So here, so write a program to print the day using switch statement. Okay. So now we include stdio.h. So yeah, int main. So already we know that. So every function is starting with the main function. So int day. So printf enter the day number from 1 to 7. So scanf percentage d ampersand date. So switch day. If the case 1, so this one, if switch 1, here I am writing 1 means, so this 1 is matched with case 1. So it will automatically print the day is Sunday. If you write here day 2, so this 2 is matched with the case 2. So automatically it prints the Monday. So likewise, so next. Yeah, so looping. So for repeating purpose, we are using the loop. Okay, we are looping. So loops are 3 types. So for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So here for loop and while loop are the exit control loops, and do while is the entry control loops. Now I will explain with the. So here I am explaining the video for the else if ladder. So already we know that, so more than 2 conditions we will go for the else if ladder and nested if ladder. Okay, now first check the condition. If the condition is true, so then go for the true block statements. Execute a true block statement. If the condition is false, then again go for the second condition. So if the condition is true, so execute the second true block statements are executed. Otherwise it is false. So statement again the condition is checked. Okay, now till the condition true, this process is going on. So for this one, I am taking one example. So just if the condition, so syntax for this one is, if the condition is true, so statement 1 and statement, so this body of the statement block is executed. If the condition is false, again go for the one more condition. So else if condition 2, if this condition is true, so this if this one is false, then go for the second condition. So second block statements are executed. Again, so this is also false, means go for the third condition. So if the first 1, 2 conditions are false, then execute the third condition. Otherwise, all the above 3 conditions are false, then go for the else block statements are executed. Last finally, so else block statements are executed. So now I will explain one example with one program. So same grades of the student marks, So now already, so if the marks are greater than or equal to 60, so then we will decide as grade A, then grade A. False, if the condition is false, then check the one more condition. If the marks are greater than or equal to 50, the true, if the condition is true, grade B, then grade B. If the condition is false, so then marks are greater than 40, so the grade C. Otherwise, he is failed. So now, for loop and while loop are so used for the repetitive condition. So now, thank you.